Good evening, everybody. Welcome to tonight's Let's Talk Autism open discussion with Autism and Us. And if you are brand new to our Let's Talk Autism discussions, what this is open discussion where we share our journeys, support each other, answer questions that we may have. I'm Nita. For those of you who don't know me, I am one of the admins of this wonderful establishment.
And hey, everybody, I'm Linda. I'm the other admin.
And
Hope
y'all
everyone's doing well.
excuse me, one minute. I gotta let the kids out the door.
Okay.
I'll be right back.
Okay. Hey, Lorianda. Hey, Danielle. Hey, Teresa. Hey, Sonia. How was everyone this weekend? How was everyone's week and weekend? Everyone doing good? I did once and was put down for I did once and was put down for saying she drives me crazy. No thanks. Have you been having more migraines now too, Lorianda? Oh, I wish you were feeling well. My migraines have been, oh my goodness, they've been so bad. Hey Teresa, hey Tanya. Okay, well, glad to have you, Lorianda. Sorry you're not feeling well. Hey Lori, I see you're under a different profile, but hey. Hey Nikia. Yes, my migraines have been very bad, and my arthritis and fibromyalgia. Oh, sorry to hear that. I definitely understand. My fibromyalgia had been good for a bit, but then the migraines and my fibromyalgia have been not that great this last about 2 months. Yeah, that's what I was wondering too. It's always like when there's a change and it's the transitioning weather that gets me. Like it's not the cold weather, the hot weather. It's when it starts to change and it's fluctuating. Yeah, these and every time, and I always think, oh no, it's just this migraine. Oh no, I don't need to get anything. These last ones have been lasting 2 and 3 days. Yes, me too. Changing weather will do it. Yeah, because it's like your body can't. As soon as it wants to get situated, it's changing, and then it throws you off all over again. Yeah, and then it's hard too because when you have a migraine and you need to sit down and you need to rest, then your fibromyalgia gets acting up because you haven't been moving. It's like a no-win situation. Teresa says, my son made some new friends from Vacation Bible School on a family that has a son around my age. The son around my son's age that has autism too, and we're planning on some play dates with him. That's really good. That's nice. Hopefully, you guys will be able to get outside, be able to go do things in this weather. Spencer says Joshua busted his first tablet. Thank God it had insurance on it. I have heard it's common for autistic children to do this. Anyone have experience with this? Oh yeah, I'm sure. I've never experienced it, but in the group, in the support group, seen TVs and iPads.
Oh yeah, Oh yeah,
Hmm.
definitely experienced that.
Oh, that's right. I forgot about that one.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. uh, you know it, love. Thank you, Linda Grady. Yeah. Uh, I hate to say it, but we're both in this and wish neither one of us was. Um, so then Tanya says, yes, definitely busted tablets, busted TVs.
Uh-huh. Yeah, I think a lot of us experienced that. We've been through that, Spencer.
Um, and Spencer says he broke the out the otter box, to which I have found almost impossible. Oh my goodness.
Oh yeah,
So
those
he
outer boxes are supposed to be really, really good.
mm-hmm. So he broke that. Wait, he broke the iPad after breaking that? Like at the same time? Um Elliot says I'm having a lot of trouble with my son breaking things. Uh Agnes says, yes, my kid destroyed 2 iPads. Thank God for insurance. So when you have insurance on that, do you have to pay a deductible? Teresa says they like this thing. Oh, go ahead.
Yeah, I know with DeAndre's iPad, Andre, when his it wasn't busted, but it just wouldn't come on, and he had
Hmm.
the insurance for it. He did have a through the phone company, and
Oh, okay.
I think he had to have a $100 deductible, something like that.
Oh, okay. Oh, that's not bad considering how much the device costs.
Right. And then
Um,
if they can't fix it, they send you a refurbished one or something.
oh, okay. Oh, yeah.
Mm.
So that is pretty good. Uh, Spencer says that he broke both. Oh, he must have been really going at that because he broke the OtterBox and the iPad at the same time.
Yeah, and those outer boxes are pretty
Hmm.
tough.
And you would think if you would have broke that, maybe you would have did most of the damage to that and not broke the iPad. But oh my goodness, yeah.
Right.
Um, Miranda said, why are kiddos so rough with things? I think they don't know they are being rough. I have to remind Brandon to lightly touch things."
Yeah, I don't think so either. They don't know their own
Hmm.
strength.
Hmm. It's kind of like when they're walking past you too, or they might just shove past you and not really think, that they're being rough. I think that's kind of like the same thing. They don't really notice how they're doing things like that. Um, yes. Oh, he had a $50 deductible,
Okay.
and I think if I remember correctly, I thought OtterBox had a warranty as well.
Yeah, they should if
Like,
they guarantee it
hmm,
can't.
yeah, because like the screen protectors have them too. You damage them, then or if they crack or something, you can send it
Uh-huh.
back and they'll send you a brand new one.
Okay.
Danielle says they say a Hummer can't break an OtterBox. They never met my son when he was younger. He won't now. Dad broke that spell. um, Sometimes you have to pay, but may get a refurbished one. Correct, Nita. Yeah, that
Yeah.
is good. Um,
Lorinda.
my 8-year-old did. Oh my goodness.
8 years
Was he?
old. Wow.
Yeah. Was he having a? Was he having a meltdown? Um, Teresa says, "What is an hour box?" An otter box is it's a phone case that you can drop so far. You can drop things. You can spill water on it. It's a really good protective case for like your phones or your iPads, your tablets, those kind of things. And it's supposed to protect it from many different things. And like Danielle said, supposedly a Hummer can drive over it and it would still be okay. So Agnes says, I'm having major issues with my 7-year-old not wanting to go anywhere. And when we finally go places, he can barely handle an hour. He is high functioning, and this is a fairly new thing. And he's 7. That was like Emily used to do things like that. She would go through phases where her anxiety was so high it was hard for her to go places. It was hard for her to stay home. It was hard if she heard a door open, she thought we left, or she would get nervous if one of us was gone. She just had really, really high anxiety off and on, like different phases, different years of her life. And she's 17 now. She's balanced out more now though. Oh yeah, so OtterBox does have a warranty. So yeah, you can look. I mean, they're expensive. They could be like $60-$80. So they do have a warranty. I'll look into that definitely. Oh yeah. Oh, right here he says yes. He's getting a free OtterBox. It's on order from warranty. Nice. Hey Brianna.
Wait a minute.
A Hummer, not autism.
Hold up the conversation, y'all. I gotta add the word.
Okay. Oh, okay.
I forgot to add tonight's word. Wait a minute. What you think, Linda? Give me a word.
I had one. I had one too. I forgot. Let me see.
Well, don't say it on live.
Yeah. Oh no. I know that.
Don't say it on live. Look for something that hasn't been said yet.
Oh.
Yeah. OtterBox is the word.
Mm-hmm. Okay, this is
Oh, Danielle, send me your schedule again. Are they still playing? I have to work next weekend, but I really want to make it to one of the games. And hopefully, I know I have to work this Saturday, but next Saturday, this Saturday after this coming Saturday, I may not have to work. And we can make it. So I do wanna see you and Daniel. Okay, let me see, what did Linda say? Let me see. That's not what I want. They got my inbox all mixed up.
Yeah, I tried to send it to your phone because I know last time Facebook I think was harder or something. I forgot. Oh yeah, I texted it to your phone number.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. That's a good one. Let me put that in here. Good word.
Yes, it can free. She says a Hummer, not autism. A Hummer couldn't break it.
Right.
We're not talking about autism. Autism can do it apparently. Tanya says OtterBox has a really good lifetime warranty. I've replaced my phone case 3 to 4 times. Okay. Just call and only pay the shipping.
Okay, that's good. That's real good.
It is. He sound like me. Smile, Brandon, same as Emily Bud with the anxiety. He don't want to go anywhere. Yeah, we're on a time limit too with Emily. I think they really try, and or if we can get them to try, they're still on a time limit. Spencer says I paid $70 for Joshua's OtterBox. They are expensive but worth it. Yeah, he had it for 4 years.
Yeah, they are expensive.
Danielle says OtterBox. OtterBox is the word. That's right, because I keep reading it and then I keep thinking, okay, I'm saying OtterBox, but I'm not sure everyone's hearing that because I'm seeing OtterBox. Yeah. I got you, Danielle. Lorienda says my last reply to Agnes and her 7-year-old. Yeah, about the anxiety and going out.
If I tell DeAndre we going somewhere, he goes and gets all his stuff. He'll go his bag of cars, his medicine. Well, he has a big medicine bag that's slash keeps his machine in, his asthma
Mhm.
machine, and any other stuff you could put. It's just really handy. But he puts all his cars in, his tablet. I mean, I'm talking about the cars that are like this and they heavy
Oh.
in the bag. And I'm like, where are you
Mhm.
going? But he has to have the bag. As soon as you say we're going somewhere, he's at the door with that bag ready.
Oh my goodness. And it could be just a short distance where you're
Right,
going, huh? Or not
right,
even needing to get out the car. Well, at least he's prepared.
right.
It's like we don't know. I don't know how long it's gonna be. um. Oh, how does job go, Nita?
Oh, good. His first week was a success. Now, he started on Monday. He is a little, shy. And we met the support worker. Really, really nice. She's going to school to, I believe she said she's getting her bachelor's in some type of special education. I forgot exactly what it was. But she said she pretty much enjoys working with our kids, and she's learning a lot of stuff too. This was her first year with JVS. So, so the first day went okay. Second day, that I think that was when he got excited. No, that was the first day. He got excited because they got in the toy aisle, and he
Hmm.
just went ballistic. She said, "Oh, I said, oh Lord, yeah, anything with cars or microphones, you need to go." So she said she told them she was going to tell them the next day to avoid that aisle. So they didn't do that aisle for the rest of the week.
Oh. Hmm.
Um, uh, other
Oh,
the
nice.
third day, she said third no Wednesday was his best day. She said he did excellent Wednesday. Friday he was a little I mean not Friday. Thursday he was a little antsy, but he did follow directions. But overall, he did a good job. So they shadow. It's called shadowing. I forgot the exact term, but he did great. So he has 3 more
Hmm.
weeks to go.
Hmm.
So he made it through his first week.
Nice. Nice. Yeah. That's good that when they did the how they thought for the first week the toy to avoid the toy aisle, because if he gets the hang of the job tasks, then maybe he will be able to get back to the aisle and still know
Right,
what he's supposed to
maybe.
do and stay on track. Yeah, instead of doing
But
it right in the beginning
he
before
was
he's
ready
really
to
picked up the
play.
routine.
He was like, "Uh-oh,
Right.
it's playtime."
I'm sure he's not the only person who went to work and thought that. Seriously. That was cute.
Mm.
um, Let me see. Rihanna says, my son is 11 and still struggles with anxiety when going to public places or having meltdowns a little bit, but they've gotten way better the more he matures. He's
Okay.
11. I agree too. I think so Emily's 17 now, and her maturity level has gotten it would seem like it was the home. It could have been during the pandemic. She was home with us. Her teacher said she probably needed that time with mom and dad home, and that really did a lot of growing up for her. But I think it's the age too, and it's just that time, and she's handled things a lot calmer, less anxiety, and with that, more language is coming out. She'll ask a question. She'll even offer information out as a statement. So I think the maturity does play a big part on that.
Okay. Well, I'm hoping maturity plays a big part on DeAndre and his zippity zoom zoom because he ain't slowed down yet. I'm hoping.
Well, at least he can he's got things to direct it to, like the boxing, and
Yeah.
he's got some working out. He's got that kind of
Mhm.
thing that he can direct it towards,
Yeah.
which is
Yeah.
good.
That's a good thing.
Mhm. Yeah. And if you would have, like, sometimes our kids do things that you wouldn't have never imagined a few years back.
Right.
Like, did you expect him working a summer
Mm,
job this year,
no, 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 no.
Yeah, exactly.
It-
Yeah, but that's
that
good.
definitely
That's
wasn't
really good.
expected.
Mm-hmm. That's really good.
They played Friday. Oh wow. Okay. Yeah, because you did send it to me. But yeah, I'm definitely gonna make at least one. At
She's
least.
not in Detroit though, right? But they play in Detroit, or is she in
Yeah, she's
Detroit?
in the surrounding area. Surrounding area.
Oh,
Uh,
okay. Oh,
Yeah.
okay, got it. What is
She's
it?
in the metro.
Baseball?
She's in the metro area.
Okay. Is it baseball?
Football, right? They're
Football.
playing
Oh,
football.
okay.
Or is it baseball? You know. There's Michelle.
Hey, Michelle. Nakia says, my son doesn't like to go shopping in clothing stores. We can we can go to the mall and walk around the mall, but if I try to enter into a store, he will cry and scream, and he's been doing this forever. He is 4, about to be 5 soon.
Oh wow. He doesn't like clothing stores. Okay. Anyone else have that issue with the anxiety just going into a store or a particular store?
uh Emily used to have that one, like if we were walking around we would be okay. If we start to look at clothes, she
Mhm.
she would start yelling really loud, no need, no need. And I'm like, I'm over here trying, and it would be something like I would think she would like, and she's like,
Right.
no need. She would she would get mad. I'm still to this day, like today she had some stuff come in the mail, and I'm still to this day when I call her to try some stuff on, I'm still waiting for her to say no need. But I don't know. It must have been the store because she doesn't really say it at home. So
Okay.
it must have been like going out to get the stuff.
Yeah, that's interesting how some of our kids, you know, I was looking at another a little boy, uh, probably on TikTok. I don't know whether it was Instagram or TikTok, but one of those things where he didn't like to go in the grocery store. I don't know if it was just the grocery store, but as soon as he got to where the doors opened up, he would have
Mm-hmm.
a fit. So
Oh.
I'm wondering what it is to that. Is it the sensory
Mm-hmm.
issue, or it could be just the sensory thing with them knowing that the noises are
Mm-hmm.
going to be happening in there.
Yeah, maybe.
Let's see, what is this? Okay.
DeAndre, be ready.
I tell you, he jumps out
Florida
the
said.
bed and he be ready. You would have thought, you know how we have to sometimes sit at the end of the bed and kind of wake up. DeAndre, as soon as his eyes open, he's I'm ready. Here I am. And the first thing come out his mouth, he won't even let me open my eyes. Breakfast. Breakfast. Give me a minute. Give me a minute, please. Okay, I'll be right back. I gotta start my coffee pot.
Okay.
Give me a second.
Okay. Queen hates her ABA workers, but it's working. She does stuff just so they will leave. So do they still leave when she does stuff like that? I remember Emily used to try things like that. It was with school or ABA, and it seemed like she knew something got to a certain level, it was gonna let it end or make it end, and then we started making her stick to it. Um, Elliot says, Rihanna, I am so glad to hear that there is hope for the anxiety to lessen. My daughter, who is 8, has trouble being around people without getting upset, and my 6-year-old boy will begin screeching at the top of his lungs. Lauren says job coaching. Yeah, that's right. Shadowing, job coaching. Um, awesome, Andre. He Yeah, he's that's really neat how they have it seems like, well, the cities seem like they have more programs for things like this. And that's really neat. They have that job program and through a certain company or store. So it's the same team and they know, this is a job they can do and the potential to be able to do it and the same people coaching them there through that program. Um, our babies are growing up. Yep, and quick too. We took Emily. Emily's pediatrician called a few weeks back, and she went in this past Monday. And if everything goes well, health-wise, we won't see him anymore. She'll be moving on to an adult doctor, a primary care physician. So that would be her last pediatrician appointment.
Oh, they grow up so fast.
Right, I know. Uh, when my son was younger, he used to have to sit in the car at Walmart or else he would freak out.
Oh, wow.
Um, no, Jaden is pretty comfortable going places, just hates waiting his turn everywhere. Yeah, that was a hard thing, the lines. But then all of a sudden, I think because of repeated, taking turns at school, it finally wasn't an issue anymore. Come about maybe 8th grade. Um, cart, not. Oh, sitting in the cart, not car. Got it.
Okay.
Um, must be the security of like he's and then too when you're sitting in the cart, you don't necessarily have to look around and see where you're going and walking and having to see a lot of the things that might be causing anxiety. Um, that's like how DeAndre used to lean into your arm
Mm-hmm.
when you guys would go places, and
Yes.
he didn't have to take all that in. So yeah, remember those days, Michelle. Um, Lorianda says Brandon hates the airports and the escalators.
Okay. The noises from
Um,
those airplanes.
mhm.
Yeah, I do, Michelle. I do. And I am mad tonight. I don't need to be drinking any, but I am so upset. Um, we got a robocall from the job telling first shift and second shift they don't report tomorrow because I guess part shortage.
Ah,
But my department has to come in and we have to work 10 hours. And I'm so upset. 10 hours.
they
All
they can they can't even control it. Like, no, no, don't send them the phone call because they still got to come to
right.
work. Let's give them the dirty. Let's not even call them. Take them off the list.
And then
Let them figure out when they get here. But no.
Andre just picked up DeAndre, right? And Ari. So here he go.
Hmm.
Have a good day at work because he works in another department at the job.
Oh.
We work at the same place, but he
Mm.
works in the so I had to give him the finger. So I was like, okay, trying to be funny. Have a good day at work. I said, okay, all right.
When you heard the call, when you heard the call at first, did you think it was calling you off of work?
Yeah, I got excited because we like those robocalls. When they call, it's all like, oh, we get a day off, a free day off.
Mm-hmm.
And then right behind it, my supervisor, she texts and says, "Oh, that's not for you guys because they need these electric
Oh.
cars. They're trying to push these electric cars out."
Mm.
Lorienda says it's definitely sensory.
Yeah. And then, airports too, they have the loudspeaker, calling people over the PA system. They got the, like
Oh
she
yeah.
said, the escalators. If it's a big airport, you got
Oh
people
yes,
rushing back
yes.
and forth different directions, but you also, yeah, and then you have like, like sometimes we can even hear the wind, of the like the air and the, whatever blowing. And it's so wide open sometimes, depending on the airport, how big and airy it can be, which also could be like I think an airport's intimidating anyways.
Right. It is. It's crazy.
Mm-hmm. Um, Spencer
Joshua.
says Joshua took the summer off from counseling, and until the tablet has been doing fantastic, but still struggles with the supervised visits with his mom.
Oh,
Well, hopefully the tablet will be the worst of the summer. Hopefully that'll be the most of that. Hey Lori.
hey Lori, how are you? Yeah, so likes the fire trucks. That's DeAndre too. He will make motorcycle noises, siren noises all day long. But if you take him outside and a motorcycle comes down the street, he's like this, or even a fire truck. And I'm like, oh, and he watches them on YouTube. He loves the sounds, to watch them on YouTube. But when it's
Hmm.
actually there, I mean, he can't take it.
Maybe
Coffee
that's
ready,
strange. It's almost like he didn't plan it or expect it. Yeah. Um, Jaden hates noises, even the vacuum, and then so he likes the fire trucks, but not their noise. That's okay. Sonia says she knows if she does what they want, they will leave her alone for a little while, or she can have her phone. She can have her phone back. Nice. Um, Anita says, I want to encourage everyone. My 20-year-old daughter has a job at Home Depot. She is still very immature, but extremely smart. She is a cashier, but brings home snails out of the plants. Brings home snails out of the plants. She has grown so much. We still have a long way to go. We lose our worker tomorrow. She has helped my daughter earn her associate's degree, for which I'm very proud. That's really good. What does she do with the snails after she brings them home?
Someone
Your
says
arm. I feel like
snail.
oh. Snails. She works at Home Depot. 20-year-old. She works at Home
Uh-huh.
Depot, and she brings this. She picks the snails out of the plants, and I guess in the
Oh,
garden section, and she brings them home.
wow. Wow.
Rihanna says, "Yeah, your arm. I feel like it was sensory overload with DeAndre."
Okay.
Lori says, I was young when I had my kids, and they grew up so slow. It took so long to now and aren't really grown up, but they moved out and moved on and never need me. It's lonely.
Took so long now, and I really grown up, but they moved out, moved on. And they're,
Source
oh,
line.
oh, kids always need their mommies. Yeah. Oh, I'm sorry, Lori.
And I was a young parent too, and I did feel like some of my growing up was done with my kids, and then so it felt like when they were grown, only some of my adult parenting time was there. It's hard to explain. Like I felt like I wish I had more time, I guess, in the current state instead of being a young parent because it was
Yeah.
different, I guess.
Yeah. If I had known then what I know now, it's that type of thing.
Exactly. Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. If you would have known, if you would have, the same resources, you just, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But,
Mm-hmm.
you have your kids and you do what you can do at the time. And, yep, here we are. Do your best. Um, Loranda, my sound is not good enough to hear you, ladies. And that's Lori.
What's that?
Brianna says, oops,
Oh, okay.
right here.
My son
That
does this.
was Lori.
Oh, okay.
Rihanna says, my son loves his fire trucks and monster trucks.
So he doesn't mind the noise in person, Rihanna, the real life noises. Oh yeah, those smoke alarms. I can't stand those. Oh my goodness. When they go off.
Steve can't stand the when they're chirping,
Oh.
when the battery needs to be changed.
Chirp, chirp.
Yeah, I can be watching like a YouTube video or something. He'd be like, "Is there a smoke alarm?" Probably because he knows he's the one who got to change it, so he's on the lookout for it. um, let's see. They are in the garage. Oh, the snails are in the garage. Does she keep them alive, or are they on plants, or do they eventually just die
Where are you at?
out there? Sorry, right here.
Oh, okay. Okay, they are in the okay.
I forgot what we. I had to go back and see, but yeah, I did ask that about the snails. Um, Michelle says Jaden freaks out those. He has started sleeping in my room due to being woke up by a smoke detector going off because of a battery dying. Oh yeah, that's the
Mhm.
yeah. I think Emily might plug her ears, but I don't think it bothers her too much. Um, yeah, Michelle says, "Oh, I hate the chirping." um,
Chirp. Yeah,
remember
they
Nita
can't. Yeah.
on Periscope, and everyone would always tell him about his alarm,
That can
his
be
smoke alarm
annoying.
chirping. They'd always be like, "You need to change that battery," and he was like, "This is my house, and I can let that thing chirp." um, the real life ones, he'll cover his ears. The toy ones, he loves.
Yeah.
Huh.
I don't know what it is about that. Yeah.
hmm Um, she keeps them alive, feeding them in dirt. Oh, nice.
Oh, wow.
hmm But she knows to take him to the garage, not have him
Mhm.
in the house. Um, where's Mr. Charles? Mr.
He's,
Charles is visiting his daughter.
yeah, he's visiting his daughter.
hmm
I think he said he would be gone for a week, right?
Yeah,
Something
it was
like
something like that. It was about a week, yeah.
yeah. My son too. The smoke alarm scared my son. Mm.
So with everyone with their kids with the smoke alarms, when they hear the smoke alarm, have any of you trained them? The smoke alarm does this, and this is how you should react. If there's a fire, you go outside, or you. Has anyone worked with their kid with that?
And that's something. I'm glad you brought that up because I haven't with DeAndre,
hmm
and I need to because
Yeah.
in a real life situation,
hmm
if we really, if it goes off, because I've had it go off just with smoke in the house from
Mhm.
cooking. Um,
Mhm.
and I used to have one in the dumbest place, you guys. I had one in the hallway right next to the bathroom. So now, if you take
Oh.
a hot shower, and
Mhm.
these smoke alarms are sensitive, they will go off. It's
Mhm. It
like,
sure
oh my
will.
Lord.
Yeah.
Yes. But
And
yeah,
I it,
that's something I need to address. That right
mhm.
there.
And it's kind of, and I've been thinking about the same thing because they always ask me when they do her assessment yearly, will she know what to do? And and it's kind of like, okay, so if it goes off and there's no fire and she goes outside and we're trying to stop the smoke alarm, will it be a hazard? Or will somebody not see her, that kind of thing.
Right.
And then it's kind of like, okay, can she differentiate, the need to go outside, or this is a false alarm and we're working on it. It's kind of like a are they capable of doing that, or will that be a hazard in itself even when it's not an emergency? It's hard because our kids are there's extenuating circumstances where we want them to know that, but then
Right.
will teaching it cause more of a problem, but then definitely it's something that they should know. But like one time we were asleep and there was one of the showers or something, the bathroom door was open. By the time it made it to the smoke alarm upstairs from downstairs bathroom, we were all in bed and the smoke alarm started going off. And they're connected. So it could be like from one room and then it's gonna, like, if it's in the laundry room, it could be connected to another one upstairs. So
Right.
I didn't know what was going on, but that's a circumstance that if, she would have heard it, she would have ran outside and, it would have been, in the middle of the night. But yeah, it's a like I said, I guess with our kids, things can be not so black and white. Um, but yeah, definitely that's something uh, we need to be working on with Emily. And sorry,
Definitely.
I'm dropping the teenagers off at my mother-in-law's house.
Okay. Yep.
Yeah, visiting
Visiting
his
his
daughter.
daughter.
Mr.
Miss-
Charles didn't send us any jokes.
right.
Danielle said Mr.
We
Charles
need
didn't send us any
we
jokes
need
to
to
hold us
make
over
a
until he returns.
we need to make a little book of Mr. Charles jokes for Sunday.
For Mr. Charles's dad jokes.
Yeah, right, right. Dad jokes.
um, mhm.
Yeah,
uh,
my carbon monoxide
we
detector
also have the carbon monoxide detector.
it's quiet. So every now and then I have to test it to make sure it still works. But I haven't had an issue with it just going off. Thank goodness.
Hmm.
Thank goodness.
Yeah, us too. I had to check it. I didn't, licensing came through for childcare, and I didn't even truthfully know where it was. And so I was looking around like, oh, it might be up here, it might be in the laundry. Because it's something that normally doesn't go off, or it shouldn't.
Right,
So I was,
right.
and I knew we had it, but I was thinking, where is it? I was trying to play it off. Yes,
Yeah,
I
I
have to
know where
try
it
to.
is,
We're
but
actually working on it with him a lot. Yeah, I knew I had one too, but it had just been years since I've seen it. Uh, Rihanna says, yes, I have to try to. We're actually working on it with him a lot.
okay, yeah. That's
See, and then
something
it's too like,
good
okay,
to
well,
do.
so we're going to see, is it an emergency? We need to go outside. Hmm. And then we see the opposite, that don't take your time and see if it's an emergency. You need to get outside. It's whereas they're straight, a smoke alarm goes off, we need to go outside, that kind of thing. So I guess it would be, and then too, which door, back door, front door, but we don't know where the fire could be, that kind of thing. Or is it safer to, if it's in the hallway, maybe you need to stay in the room, or mom and dad, it's hard because there's so many different extenuating things. But yeah, definitely a thing they should know though. Yes, I do work with my son on what to do if there is an emergency.
Good.
And yep. Yes, I've worked with Brandon, but he will forget and lose his mind and can't think. That's what I'm concerned about too, every time. But one time it can be that time, right? Um, I tell him that if mama is sleeping, long time like days, no waking up, dead to call 911. Sorry, so morbid, but isn't important for him to know.
Yeah,
That's what
you're
I
right.
wondered about.
You're right.
Mm-hmm. I wouldn't.
You're right. That is
Yeah.
important to.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think right now DeAndre really doesn't. I don't think he gets it. You know, if his mommy's
Mm-hmm.
not waking up, uh, that's something. That's another thing we have to work on. That too, because
Mm-hmm.
you never know. We're in the house by ourselves, and you just never know.
Yeah.
Needs.
Yeah. Exactly. Um, I noticed that. I thought Emily didn't know, but then I think more movies that we watch, I think she really does understand it. She's starting to understand it. I don't know if she understands how permanent it is, but I know that she's starting to pick it up more. But because she started to she started to say to us, Mom, Dad, stay young. Don't get old. Don't get old. Because she knows, like, people grow old and then
Yeah.
elderly people can die. Uh, so I know she does understand that. Um, what I don't know is if she understands that it could be like a mishap or, something like that.
Ours are tested every
Ours are
3
tested every 3 months.
Mhm.
Sonia says, like when I tried to teach Queen about 911, she dialed it when I wasn't home and didn't say anything. They came. Yeah,
Oh,
we
wow.
were just talking to somebody about that. Yeah, and they asked, did she know? But then at the same time, they were saying the same thing. Will she know that she only uses it at a certain point in time? Oh, because I forgot something happened, and she wanted something and she couldn't have it or something like that. And then the next day or the day after that, there was a question about does she understand 911 and to call. And Steve and I both said after we got done talking to that person later, she would have called that night like, "Mom and Dad won't give me this." Da, da, da. She would have called 911, about that because to her that was an emergency, even though it wasn't a 911 emergency. So yeah, that's kind of yeah something we do need to work on though. Linda Ellen, my daughter is always testing my breathing.
Oh, you know, babies want to make sure mama's still here.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I know we talk about gray hair, and then Emily's no, no, no. Um, yeah, because yeah, I think they associate certain things. I don't say dead, I say sleeping a long time and don't wake up. Yeah,
Okay.
that is a good way to put that.
Hmm. Yeah, because I guess that would work in both ways because they
Lorraine says,
need
yeah,
to
that is great.
call 911 if you've just fallen out. You know, we need you to understand, you know,
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
if I don't wake up dead or in a coma, um,
Mm-hmm.
that's important. It's something important.
Yeah. And that's a good point, Nina. And then how if you say I don't, I'm not waking up for a long time, I'm asleep for a long time. At least if Brandon understands death too, he's not thinking that. He's just thinking, I'm calling because mom's been asleep for a long time, she's
Right.
not waking up. So then he doesn't have to kind of undergo that by himself.
Okay, I'm putting a link in the chat. Anyone's welcome to come on up if you want. Beautifully said, Linda. Yeah. And that's a good probably a good question to ask to in the group so we can learn something from each other. What do you do? What does each family do in that type of situation? What have you taught your kids to do if you are in a coma or
In emergency situations.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I would need to I'd like to that would be something I'd be really interested in to see uh what each parent is doing and what they have done to help them, especially if you're a parent by yourself, a single parent, or maybe your husband or wife is at work and you're there with the child, in that kind of situation.
Mm-hmm.
Or you don't have those good neighbors around that you trust that'll check on, you and your child and things like that.
Mm-hmm.
DeAndre
And
does
two,
know how to
because
act.
for many of us that will have. Oh, does he? Yeah, that's
Yeah.
good because then
Well, he
he texts
takes
his
silly
dad.
stuff.
Is that or grandma?
Text silly stuff like "Hi Ari."
Mm,
So I really don't.
yeah,
I think he just likes the
yeah.
response.
hmm
Yeah, but that
Yeah,
would be
Emily
something.
does that sometimes too. Yeah, and I think too, because I guess a lot of us would have them being the last ones at home with mom and dad.
Uh-huh.
So it would probably be mom and dad, mom or dad. Just us and them. Uh,
Hey Danielle, how are
hey
you?
Danielle. Hey,
How are you all?
I'm
Good.
doing good. How are you?
Good, thanks.
Good.
Hey Kizzy, how are you? So let me see. Um, so no one got the word this evening. So we will save it for the next time. I saw that movie was eating Gilbert Grape. Mom died, and young Leo DiCaprio was autistic. It was so sad because he wanted his mom to talk.
hmm
Did you see
And
that?
Lorienda, yeah, when she brought that up, that was the first thing that popped into my mind was when he was saying that, when he was going through that, that's what he thought, and he thought she wasn't waking up. But that was exactly what I thought about when Lorienda said it
Hey,
too.
sorry.
hmm
I
Yeah,
hope
that
you all
was
have,
sad.
you too, Kizzy. I hope you have a good week. That part kills me. Yeah,
hmm
movie is sad. See, I don't never get watch. I gotta keep up. I gotta get with the program.
And
What's
that
eating
one
grape
was
is
from the
over.
90s, I think.
It's
Or what
old.
was that?
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
Yeah, 90s, 94 maybe.
I'm gonna have
And
to check it out.
he's I think he's 16. Oh, he was turning 16 in the movie. But he looked like he was on the spectrum. They never really said, but yeah, we're pretty sure he was on the spectrum.
Hi, Maddie. Maddie
My
says
daughter
my
Maya
daughter.
learned
What's
what to do in case of a fire. Oh, nice.
from a trip to the firehouse. Okay, that's awesome. That's awesome. Okay, it's an old movie. 94 is on
Oh
too.
yeah, 94.
Okay, I'm gonna have to check it out. Gilbert Grape.
And it's funny because if you've seen the movie when your kids were younger or before you even had them, the one on the spectrum, as time goes on, it becomes more and more relatable. Uh,
Okay.
Yeah.
yeah, it's just, yeah, it's a really good movie though.
Okay.
There's a movie called House of Cards with Kathleen Turner and Tommy Lee Jones, and
Uh-huh.
where they talk about autism and they have kids in the school, but it's nothing like what we see now.
Okay.
Oh.
To me, not the way I
Mhm.
remember it. It's pretty old, but you know,
Mm.
What's the name of it?
House of Cards.
House of Cards. Okay.
And it
I'm
might have
gonna have
came
to
out
put
in
my
the
list up.
80s.
Oh wow, that is
I'm
old.
not sure if it was the 80s or 90s. I want to say it might have been late 80s, early 90s.
Okay. My mom has a small fire in her house, and Maya took her grandmother and her baby sister in the room and closed the door. Maya put a blanket in front of the door to block the smoke. Okay. Okay, so she got a real good fire safety lesson. I
Mhm.
did see before I had Brandon, so okay, so I see it differently. Okay.
Right.
Mhm.
Mm. Okay, everybody. So, nope, let me check again. No one got the word this evening, but we will save the word for next evening. So, any last words? Danielle, since you're up here, any self-care tips for us this
Self
evening?
okay.
Oh
Self
yeah.
care
We get a
self care
live
tip
version.
for this week is find some time to make yourself a priority without guilt.
Yeah, yeah,
hmm
Good
yep,
one.
without guilt.
Mhm.
That's
Without guilt.
yep, yep, yep. Because that's true. Sometimes we do things and then it's like, why did I do it without them?
Right. Or I should have brought them,
Right.
or,
Mhm.
like right now I'm dropping mine off at my mother-in-law's house. That's why I disappeared for a while because I was driving
Uh-huh.
down the road. And I'm just like, oh, but in reality, I have so many things to do tomorrow. I kind of need this time a
Yeah.
little bit. So
And it's your
Nice. Enjoy
mother-in-law,
it.
so
right.
Mhm.
be comfortable and do what
Exactly.
you need
Yeah.
to do.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, that's a good
Yep.
one. That's a good one.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Yep.
Linda.
Uh, same as always. I hope everyone has. Same as always. I hope everyone has a good week. Stay positive. Enjoy the kids on summer break. If your kids are in school, enjoy your summer anyways. Summer is always like a nice time for kids. So, yeah, just enjoy your summer. Have a good week, and hope to see you guys all next week.
Yep. And as always, you guys, I appreciate each and every one of you. If you haven't hit that love or like button, make sure show us some love. And I was, I still have some shirts. I've been busy with DeAndre this week, so I haven't been on live. So, but maybe tomorrow after I get home, I will try to get rid of the rest of those tomorrow. But have a great and awesome week, everybody. Take care of yourselves. Appreciate you all. And until next time,
Bye.
Bye. Thanks, everyone.
and no one got
Bye.
the
Bye.
word
Have a good
again, so
week.
we're going to use the word next week.
Okay.
Okay. See y'all later.
See you guys all
Bye.
then. Bye bye.